All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So, yeah, Klay Thompson signs with the Mavs here, which is an interesting signing, but I guess it makes a hell of a lot of sense for them. Is he the piece that they needed to be able to get over that finals hump? Obviously, just losing in 5 to the Boston Celtics. In today's video, we're going to jump into his highlights from last year. I'm going to react to them, and then I'm going to answer that question, like, is this the move that they needed? Is this the type of guy that they needed to be able to get over that hump? We'll answer that, but also you let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on that very question. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's go. So obviously, I feel like Klay, as of right now, has like a bad rap. He's getting a bad rap for his stats, but even last year, 30 minutes per game, 18 points per game, 3 and 2, not all that tremendous, right? Field goal percentage right around 43, which is comparable to his career, not necessarily in that prime of his career, right around here, but 39% from 3, like that's comparable to any point in his career. So Klay's clearly still, even with his sort of, I guess coming off the bench last year or less minutes and that type of thing, like still has clearly some shooting ability. So let's jump into the highlights and again answer that tough question of, does this make the Mavericks like that much better? I know he's a really good player, but is that what they needed, or do they need a huge big man or a ball facilitating point guard? Like all those are hypothetical. Obviously Luka can get 12,000 assists per game, but let's jump into the highlights and answer that question. All right, so we're probably not going to watch all these. This is a 10-minute video, but let's watch some of it. So Klay off the dribble, nice little pull up. Always has been a good mid-range player, right? And again, these are highlights from this year. Keep that in mind. Against the Celtics. It's almost like until you watch Klay highlights, you forget how Klay is, unless you're a Warriors fan. Look at this footwork. Look at this footwork. Come on, hold on. Rewind that one. Watch him this entire play. Starts on the left wing. Look at this. Watch his feet. He always is set to shoot. Paces himself. That's huge right there. When he stutters his steps, it's so he can get to the point of timing that correctly. Right here, he goes, okay, I'm going to be too early for this handoff. Stutter, stutter, boom. Square to the hoop. Nails it and one. Or not and one. Now the defense, I know we saw a couple steals here, but the defense is something that I'm thinking, like, does Klay still have the defense left in the tank? Does he still have the defense left in the tank, or is he just a spot-up shooter now? Right on cue. Let's see. There it is. I don't think this is as big of a part of his game as it was, but come on. I mean, boom. Now, he's never going to make this extra pass here to Kuminga, right? That's an alley-oop all day long, realistically. Like, it easily could be, but Klay goes, nah, screw that. Boom, but he makes it, right? His feet are just always freaking square to the hoop. It's crazy. His catch and shoot, it's like, it's not even, like, there's no catch. He just shoots. Here's some more defense. I mean, the Mavs need that for sure. They need the defense. Little block there. All right, so we've seen enough to kind of dig into it, right? Is Klay Thompson the piece that they needed? And honestly, being a Celtics fan, I was rooting against the Mavs, but I don't mind this Mavs team in the NBA. I like Luka. Kyrie, as a Celtics fan, I've wanted to hate, but he's so damn good. I think that this piece definitely helps out the Mavs, and it sort of is the type of piece that they were missing. When you think about it, PJ Washington started to step up. Daniel Gafford stepped up. But PJ, like, to get the Mavs to where they were, started to shoot out of his shoes. You know what I mean? Like, guy turned into Ray Allen in the back half of the season and in the playoffs. So they finally got a guy that his MO is to be that Ray Allen type player. And if Klay Thompson's defense is where it has been in the past, or where it's been able to be like a guy that can get the steals and isn't a defensive liability, because that's the concern with a lot of these three guys, right? Like, oh yeah, you'll make a three on one end, but you're a defensive target on the other. That isn't Klay Thompson. That hasn't been Klay Thompson. But could it be? Like, does he age towards that? Maybe. But overall, I think this is a huge piece for the Mavs. I know on social media, a lot of people are having fun with it, being like, Klay's walking into a locker room, he's going to talk about all his rings, and he's over the hill. But we just looked at the numbers. Like, his numbers aren't terrible there. Like, he's just below his career average. And the only years that he's had less than in terms of scoring and three shooting would be his first and second year in the league. So I still think Klay has gas in the tank. I don't know if this makes, obviously using the Celtics as the team to beat, I don't think that this signing makes them better than the Celtics, but hell, that series went 5, like, I think that this is a Mavs move that makes them a hell of a lot better. The one concern, and I saw this on Twitter a lot, is being like, there's only one ball and all that, and it's like, that's true. Klay probably doesn't have as many of those contested pull-up threes as he used to, but picture Luka or Kyrie driving and who they were kicking to last season, right? The guys that they were kicking to and kicking out to, like, you just made a huge upgrade. If you can get Klay alone in the corner or on the wing for a wide open three, that thing is going in. And if the defense wants to respect Klay's shooting, it's just going to make it easier for Luka and Kyrie to drive. So I don't see anything wrong with this signing. Obviously, you can make the money argument and all that, but you know what I say to fans? Shut up. It's not your money. But I do think that this makes the Mavs a hell of a lot better. I don't know if it puts them past the hump of which they kind of fell short of last year, but overall, I still do think that this is a decent spot. So this move has the Ev stamp of approval. Guys, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what you think of this signing in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, all right? Peace out.